We're about to learn a lot about the world, okay? We learn on this channel. That's what we come here for. Like, I learn, because I am extremely dumb. Imagine you're about to cook bacon and eggs for breakfast. Like, literally, you're like, I'm feeling some bacon and eggs. And you crack open the egg and that's what pops out. A cobra. Like, look, it looks like a little baby. And it looks a little bit cute. But still, it's a freaking cobra. I'd be like, leave me alone. What is this video again? We're looking at interesting images that, you know, change the way that you look at the world. Yeah, well, that just makes me scared. The skull of a whale. I've always wondered that. I'm like, where does all their bones, once they die, drift off to? Do they, you know, go to the shore and then like decay there, or do they decay in the ocean? Like, what happens? Where do they go? Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where did they come from, Cotton-Eyed Joe? The jaws of a crab-eater seal. I didn't even know there was a thing called a crab-eater seal. But their teeth don't even look real. Oh, they just look weird, man. I'm a little bit grossed out. I've got no words. I'm just like, ew. Mum bought an egg off eBay. Now we have an emu. What do you mean? If this is teaching me anything about the world, is that it's messed up. You can buy an egg on eBay and you get an emu. Listen, the egg might look cool, but like, please give the emu to a safe owner, please. What? This little kid's just like, hell yeah, I got an emu. Like, how did they transport that? Like, they're like, listen, I'll drop the egg off. I will not tell you what's inside the egg. It could be an emu. It could be a baby python. A puffer fish skeleton. Fish bones look so weird, dude. And they got those little pointy things. I thought they were just like fish skin, not like actual bones. Like, this isn't about me necessarily reacting. We learning together. I'm like, this is the first time I've seen this too. The largest known flying animals from the time of the dinosaur. This is known, and that's how big it was. Can you imagine? You're walking down the street and that flies at you. That big flies at you. You run. We knew that that existed. I thought we were all just assuming what was, you know, happening back then. We know that was a thing. This is what a split lobster looks like. This coloring occurs in one of every 50 million lobsters. So this man's right here. This lobster is 1 in 50 million. That looks cool as hell. It's like right down the middle. How does it happen? Why does it happen? And why only every 50 million? Freeman is an artificial island in San Pedro Bay, California, built in 1965. It's an artificial island. What's on it? I'm just moving away from everyone. I'm gonna build my own island. I can't be bothered dealing with you. So see ya. That is such a mood because it's like big enough where you can, you know, build a home, you know, build a school for your kids, like organize your life, you know, grocery store, whatever. Just have like a nice outline of like palm trees. I don't know about you, but I want to aim to get enough money where I can buy myself an artificial island. The tooth of a whale. Imagine that chomping into your bloody body. It'd bloody take off a limb. Oh, listen, I just want to let you all know that if you're ever near a whale, run. Don't hang out with the whale. It's a bad idea. A fish with blue meat. Imagine cutting that up and being like, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the fish. It has blue meat. Like, why? What color does that cook to? Like, does that change colors? Am I eating blue meat fish? If you've ever wondered how they install those huge power line towers, I'm just like in my head for a second trying to imagine actually what I thought they did when it came to installing these things. But trust me, with a helicopter, okay, I understand. They're dropping it with a helicopter. That makes sense. I get it. Whatever. Didn't know that. But where do they build them? And where does the helicopter pick them up? Why don't they just take the parts to where they need to be and build it there? Listen, we're meant to be learning things about the world. Look at all these men just standing there, not doing anything. They're getting paid for that. This is how the famous trick is done. So they cut the body in half. You gotta be flexible to be like, get up like that. Listen, I'm not sure of my flexibility personally, but I could probably do this chick, but that one just does not look comfortable in any type of form. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, so they cut down the middle and then doesn't it like slide out? How does it slide out? Does her feet just move forward? Does only the top slide? I'm overanalyzing this. I'm sorry. Reaction channels aren't meant to be like this. I just overanalyze every single thing, but we're here to learn today. You're here to learn. I'm here to learn. You're here to let me babble on, okay? So that's how they do it. You're telling me this entire time, they're not cutting it in half. Really? So if you've ever wanted to relocate without changing houses, here's a life hack for you. That's a life hack? That's what you're going to call a life hack? That's an expensive life hack. But also building a new house is expensive. How do they lift it off the ground? I need to know more. I know that we're about to be like, you know, revealing the truth about the world, but if we're revealing it, we need more context. How do they pick it up off the ground? An entire house. Because I got a house and like, listen, I wouldn't mind bringing it to Sydney. I got a bigger bedroom, bigger bathroom. Like, I wouldn't mind bringing it here. So a little bit of context. Do I just like, you know, grab a shovel, just lift it up, you know, shove a piece of cardboard underneath and chuck her on? Like, how does it work? New York at night looks like a motherboard. Yes, that face before was my genuine reaction. I was like, so if you tilt shift New York at night, it looks like a PC component. Like, who would have thought? I am just absolutely shocked today. Absolutely baffled. Can't you tell my brain is just like going into overdrive and I don't even know how I'm speaking words right now. It looks cool as hell though. Oh my God, I'm going to New York soon. I'm so excited. Oh, let's hope this is out by the time I go to New York. Well. The inside of an Ikea bookshelf. That right there is from Ikea. 1,000 likes and I'll smash it open for a video. Actually, I can't do that. Lennon would absolutely murder me. I'm not even going to try and act shocked. That makes so much sense. They build their furniture out of cardboard. That's why it's so cheap. It holds together extremely well. I just want to put that out there. This is not a sponsored post, but goddamn, Ikea is lit. Ever wondered what country borders look like in regular places? Here's one from Belgium and the Netherlands. I'm from Australia, so the life I live, you know, there's no borders. Australia is Australia. The whole bloody thing. We got the whole thing. You can't just jump across to another country. You got to swim there. You got to swim there or fly, but you know, some people choose to swim. But in Europe, you can drive 3 hours and go to 4 countries in between. This is how a bridge is constructed across water. Now this, I can't get my head around. I've seen this image before and it just doesn't make sense to me. How do they build it and get the water out? How do they build it within the water? Do they build it in the water and then suck the water out the top? How does water work? I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. This image just hurts my brain. I mean, most images hurt my brain, but this one especially, okay? This is where the Great Wall of China ends. Imagine if it just kept going. It was just like, nah, we ain't stopping this goddamn wall. It's going forever. This is where the Amazon River in Brazil meets the Black River. The different colors are due to different soils. Are we all just going to ignore the fact that there is a dolphin that is struggling for dear life? Like, listen, I know we're about to learn about the earth and the world and where we live and all that kind of but look at the dolphin. Somebody help it, please. I think that's so cool that it doesn't like fade into each other. It's kind of just like a jagged line. Like it just stops, you know what I mean? It's not like blending into each other. Well, it kind of is, I guess. Anyways, I'm overanalyzing. It looks cool as hell, okay? A train that goes through an occupied house in China. What do you mean it goes through an occupied house? Like imagine you're going to rent an apartment and you see this beautiful 3-bedroom. You're like, damn, the views look nice. Oh, but one condition. A train goes through it. Like, what do you mean? How do you even sell that to people? Was the train always a part of the building? You know, built on top of the tracks? Was the track built after? How did this happen? I have no idea what we just looked at. Just interesting images that change the way that you look at the world. I hope I blew your mind because I blew my own mind because I got no idea what the is going on. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and background's sick, but it won't be here forever, so yeet.